Hello YouTube, this is Tony AI94 and this is my channel, and this is a Sig Sauer P320. Might have heard of this gun recently, made the news. It shot itself in a holster as an airman was placing it down, holstered, on a table, and it shot and killed him. And it's not the first time this specific handgun has made the news. Now this one here is the P320 Compact. Now there isn't any differentiator. I believe all the P320s all have this issue. But back in 2016, when this first gun came out, it made headline because, you know, people were accidentally dropping this weapon, and guess what? It would fire on its own upon dropping. Now Sig Sauer has since fixed this issue and addressed that issue, but didn't really take full responsibility. So this gun already has a bad rap. Now, unfortunately, I did not know this back in 2020 when I bought the Compact. But I was told after I bought it that, hey, I don't have to worry about that issue. Never tested it, don't want to drop this gun. However, with this new issue that's been discovered, it's all because of this play right here between the slide and the bottom of the gun itself. Now what's happening, allegedly, is that because of this play, it's causing the firing pin to fire. And because the firing pin, the whole mechanism is right here in the barrel, and the bottom obviously has a trigger, this play is causing that to happen. Now, I have not been able to replicate this issue by simply maneuvering the trigger and having it to self-fire. But I was able to replicate it in a specific scenario. But before I show you that, let me show you what a normal handgun does, because a normal handgun doesn't have this play. So I have here this Glock 43. It is empty, rest assured. But Glock 43 has no play here. None at all, right? It doesn't do all that rattling. Very secure weapon. Oh. And then here we have the P320. Wobbles like all hell here. Again, never noticed it when I first purchased it. But anyway, so let's go ahead and try to replicate this issue. Issue is, let's say if I have my finger fully depressed here, fully depressed triggers, but what I meant by fully depressed is resting it up against the trigger wall, that wall before it fires. Now, even with that, having it against the wall there, it still won't trigger or fire. Problem is if I push it a little bit, because there's still some play, even after that, you can see me gradually, right, here's normal, there's me depressing, so there's definitely some play there. And if I just manipulate it ever so, there it is, boom. Try it again. Let's see if I can get a specific, without firing right there, boom, you see that? Just barely touched it. Do it again. Okay, let me try to reset here. Okay. Oh, look at that. I mean, I'm probably 1 millimeter's worth. I've seen a gentleman on YouTube put a screw in here to keep a consistent distance before it actually triggers, so he can continue replicating it. And he was right, and his P320 on his channel is not the only one. Mine is also doing it. Mine's the Compact. Again, I bought this in 2020, and I think this is a serious issue. And I don't think I don't think Sig Sauer is going to do anything about it. And that's very concerning, very bad for the brand. I used to speak highly of this brand, and now I'm embarrassed to even own this gun. I really hope they do something about it, issue some kind of recall or some parts to correct this issue, but clearly there is an issue. Because if that airman, let's say his holster had some sort of fault into it or something, and it was just holding the trigger ever so slightly. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened with the airman. This is just my theory. My theory is that his holster came in like this, and then boom, oops, sorry. He pulled it in his holster, it was like slightly depressed, and when he put it on the table, it just, bam, you know, with that little vibration from just hitting the table, just caused it to fire right at him. So, that's my video. Thank you for watching.